Well, I have a question about developing your introverted intuition. And this may not be the easiest thing to describe, but I'm going to give it a go. So the first thing that you should probably do is learn to identify what your introverted intuition looks like, because I don't feel like it's going to be the same for everyone. Most people describe any intuition as thinking in forms and abstract ideas and patterns. But I think that's going to be different for every person. I've noticed in my case I tend to think in movement, predictable movement, and I can apply this to all sorts of things, people, situations, weird things happening in the lab, just whatever. I get a sense, before I'm even aware of it, I often get a sense of how things are moving, and I can anticipate what's going to happen next because I've seen it before, like some choreographed thing that life is living out in front of me and I can see it. But this comes from years of being aware that this is how I think and I can capitalize on it. Maybe try to be an observing set of eyes in your mind the next time you're going through some thought process and seeing what you're good at and what you're not good at. That will definitely help. Now, to lock into this introverted intuition, you should probably be in a situation that's quiet and avoid any sort of sense of urgency. Like don't put yourself in a situation where someone's going to like knock on your door and like yell at you to come out and help them do something. Just seriously, peace and quiet. Until you really get a handle on this, you need to give yourself all the space and peace that you can. Maybe play some music or something to really get your mind going, or watch a movie and then after it's over start asking questions about it and see where it just takes your mind, because a lot of this is your imagination, and you have to just let it go. So you have to be relaxed and in a peaceful state of mind. Now, to actually develop this so that you can increase your ability to recognize patterns, you need to ask lots of questions about things, and clever questions that always get to the heart of the matter as easily as possible. So say you're in a situation and you're trying to like figure out if someone's lying to you, for example. You could ask yourself, what is this? Like, what's happening right now? And just define it as quickly and concisely as you can. And then say something like, how did it get there? How does this situation work? Or why does the situation work or not work? What kind of impact does this situation have? Is this thing a secret to anybody, or do lots of people know it? What kind of value is in this situation? These are questions that you should just generally ask about most things in general. It gives you a quick route to the heart of the matter. When you see the heart of the matter, then you can kind of rebuild it in your own mind without all the crazy stuff that's happening to distract you from what it really is. And this I call like building an avatar. And now that you can see what it is, you can kind of watch how it moves and goes. Like, what does it do to get from point A to point B? Or how does this thing grow and develop? Or how doesn't it? This little avatar that you built in your head, it's sort of a truth. And it represents something that's very important to you in your ability to recognize patterns. Because when all the shiny glittery things are gone, a thing moves the way it's going to move naturally. There's nothing there to distract you or cause an illusion. It's just, it is what it is. So maybe a quick example of what I mean. So let's say you have a specific route that you take to go to the grocery store, and each week you take this same route and you've learned it like the back of your hand. So you know on street 32 there's this house with 3 kids and they're always playing ball, and sometimes the ball runs out into the street and then they chase after it. So you know instinctively that when you are going down the street you should probably slow down in front of that house just in case those kids are out playing, things like this. So yes, it's true, you're using your eyes, you're using your hands, you're paying attention or whatever, but to have that sense of what really could happen, like what this route to the grocery store really is, this avatar of this route in your mind will account for all of these things that you know could and are likely to happen. And you can create plans to get yourself out of really awful situations or whatever. So yeah, just remember to be determined and patient and try to function in a quiet space. And I think that this will definitely hone your ability to recognize patterns and let your crazy imagination come to life and be a great tool for you to use. Hope everyone has a great break, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.